2, 3, 4.
Hey guys, and welcome to another video by Chum Vegan and Frodo. Hope you can hear me today. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another trip. Welcome to another tour. It's been an adventure already, I swear. And I think the reason why it has been an adventure already, different things falling into places or not falling into places, but really mainly I think it's for your benefit, so you have a fun, exciting story to watch and a laugh at amusing things that happen to me on these trips. So I am currently in Cairns Airport because I was flying from Cairns, from Brisbane to Cairns, and then from Cairns I'm flying on to Tokyo and onwards. Basically that was because I wanted to go with a cheaper flight, and that's how that worked out. I'll put in some pictures here so you can understand, but the plan for me was to take the Norco Surge bike that has been in repairs for quite a while. As you know, we watched some of my previous vlogs, it had issues with the brakes and it was in repairs, and then it had issues with the shifter, so it was in repairs to get that removed and changed over for warranty. Nevertheless, the bike is an excellent bike, and absolutely, I think the geometries are sweet and on point, the specs are on point. It's comfortable, and I've ridden across America with it, so I know that it's good, and I can trust it and I can count on it, and it's amazing. Now, I'll try to explain it as best as I can, but I will insert a picture here, which would make a lot more sense. I wanted to go with a penny rack for this trip, basically because I'm taking laptop, I'm taking cameras, I'm taking all this stuff, and I need to be able to carry it. But hopefully it won't end up being too much. I think I'm on about 30 or so kilos at the moment for weight of stuff. Anyway, light packing. But I had to bring the cameras, I had to bring the new hiking shoes that I have right here. I had to just do all these different things. So anyway, in order to attach the penny rack to the bike, the frame needs to have holes in the back of the bike, or there needs to be like a little connection thing that will be able to create like those holes, the connection that would connect to the bike in one way or another, and then we'll be able to connect to that connection. So for example, in Giant Connect that I have, the green bike, there is a connection for the stem, right, that I can use and then use the brake on that. On Norco Surge, it is like a tiny little bracket thing. It's basically a piece of aluminium with 2 holes drilled for it. But being an engineered bike, being an engineered thing, there is a specific little slot where that aluminium little thing goes in, and it fits in perfectly at the back there. And there's 2 of them, one on each side of the bike frame, basically in order to connect the pannier rack in 4 places at the back of the bike. So as I was doing my final checkups last night to make sure that all the screws that I need, all the screws to attach the rack, I have them, no worries. And it so turned out that one of them wasn't there. So the little bracket was there for one side, but for the other side it wasn't. So you basically need them to connect your bracket, to connect your pannier rack to the bike and to put bags on it. But it was missing. The bike has been repairs for the brakes, square key brakes, and obviously those wheels were coming on and off, on and off, on and off constantly. And yep, at some point it was just taken off and not put back on at the bike store. So it was late night and there was no way that I was able to basically get that little bracket thing from the shop, because it also, you don't really like buy it. It comes with the bike. You could probably potentially find it online, but yeah, you basically buy it with the bike. So last night, so I was honestly, I made that quick decision that I was just going to take the green bike, since it wasn't it was somewhat recently serviced, maybe, a few weeks ago it was serviced. I just needed to change my tires, needed to change my tubes, needed to change a few bits and bobs on it, just to be able to take it with me. And the most incredible and skillful boyfriend of mine decided that he definitely knows how to help the situation, and he was able to make of what he had right there and then, basically in the garage, a new bracket. And I'm gonna put in a few videos here, but it has basically been like this insane mission. It took us maybe 3 and a bit hours to get the whole thing like the right shape, because we came from, it started off as a piece of metal, right? And then it needed to be the same shape. It needed to have the 2 holes at the same location where it needed to be. You needed to be able to put screws through it. It needed to be sanded and have a nice smooth shape, so it fits in really well, but also doesn't like scratch you, for example, when you rub on it or whatever. Like, it was an incredible, insane mission, and I'll also show some results here for you as well. And I'm just like so absolutely crazily impressed and proud and happy that actually we did make it happen. We got away with it, but I cannot believe that something like that has happened, and it's just ridiculous. Last minute. And the thing is, I should have checked that little bracket was there, a few days ago, but I just kind of assumed that it was there because, well, where else would it be? It's screwed onto the bike. Why would it not be there, if you know what I mean? Who would take it off? So that is what has happened, and we ended up picking up the bike. So my flight out was at 6:30 in the morning. That means you have to, be at the airport at least an hour earlier, and yeah, we kind of stayed up all night doing this, making the bracket and then picking, and just running on a very, very minimum, maybe like hour and a half of sleep, and then I got another couple of hours in the plane. But what a crazy, crazy experience, what a crazy, crazy thing to happen. And I think that just really shows that you can't underestimate ever being prepared. And there's something that I need to work on as well, not just kind of check things last minute. Although I felt like I've been checking it for a while, and I had the bike in repairs and everything was tick, 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 and even got a new tire, extra tire, new tires, I actually got 4 new tires for this. Everything was on spec, but Anyway, we're here now, and oh yeah, another thing that did happen. I was at the Jetstar terminal, and just from Cairns to Tokyo, right? And the flight baggage was 20 kilos on an international flight. So I had to pay extra $125 for the 5 extra kilos that my bike box weighs, with obviously stuff in it, but I thought that was a bit ridiculous. But so much of me searching around, running around, trying to find the cheapest flight possible. But that's fine as well. I think we'll just deal with that and absorb that cost. Anyway, with this trip, I want to also try and track the costs better. So you will be able, when you watch at home, when you try and look at it, and see what things cost, maybe when you're trying to work on the budget for your trip, what you can budget for it. So I'll just be doing that. I'll be working on getting warm showers as much as possible, and whatever else comes along. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty curious and excited, and understanding that this trip might not be it's it's a trip, it's a challenge, but it's also going to be fun and exciting. And I have the epic, brilliant drone with me. And actually I took a little drone bag. Anyway, it's in here in this little bag. So I'm going to fly the simulator on the app for a bit, and I'm going to read up on the instructions and manuals and that. And I've had like a few sessions of flying as well and experience in that, and working on taking interesting cool footage. So hopefully, hopefully you enjoy the new and improved and exciting and fun videos and what I would be able to share with you from the trip. And hopefully the weather is amazing and I'm able to fly the drone and take really cool shots for you guys. Drone is something that we do need to talk about as well, because I feel like it's such a big, like, it's been such a huge thing for me over the last couple of weeks, just because I completely like threw myself into it. Basically been flying every night and just learning new things, learning how to operate it, learning new tricks on the drone, and it's been very, very cool and very, very interesting. And definitely, even from this period of time, I feel like I've learned so much that I can definitely share and talk through it all. But now, after like these 2 months, I'm gonna have an insane amount of experience flying that thing, basically. Alright, let's end this video here. We've been chatting for 12 minutes already. Thank you again for checking in, thank you for following. I now have a Facebook page as well. I've created that just to be able to share more things with you, maybe kind of have more of a communication with you, talk to you more. You can message me through it as well if you wanted to talk, or comment on things I post there. It is still Traveling Vegan and Frodo, just on Facebook. There's also Traveling Vegan and Frodo Strava account, obviously, and Instagram if you want to follow any of those social medias. Sorry, there's like sun coming into my eyes, and this is not going to cover the sun because I see through glasses. So yeah, if you want to follow me on any of those things, you can as well. And just a little quick update about resin arts. For those of you who are into resin arts, I also have created a separate channel and separate Instagram and Facebook page for that as well. So obviously, if you're really into that, feel free to check out in comments in the description tab thing below down there, and it will basically tell you how to find that on all the social media platforms. And another thing that I've been working on is my Russian channel. So I am basically recording a lot of stuff on Russian now as well. Some of it is similar to what we talk about here, some of it is different, and it's more of a relationshipy type like a lot of different stuff that I cover there as well is slightly different to what I cover here. The goal is also to translate my traveling videos onto Russian and record a few in Russian as well, and kind of have both channels living, thriving basically as well. So loads to do. Sounds like it's going to be a really, really busy couple of months without the official work, but this is my work. This is going to be my work for the next 2 months, and I'm really excited, and I feel like I'm on a mission, and I feel like I have this really clear direction and a clear path for what I need to do, but at the same time I can still be creative, I can still be, do whatever I like with it and present it and share it and experience it in any way I choose to, because we create our own reality. Alright, I better go and start doing some other stuff, and hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. And as you probably know now, the very first country we are visiting on our 2 months, 8-week tour is Japan. So stay tuned for those videos. See you again soon. Bye.